This is DJ Buddy Light here in the basement at BLE Studios in conjunction with Wise Entertainment. We got a few special guests in the house tonight. So I just want to say thank everybody for tuning in. Everybody on YouTube, Facebook. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button or that share button. But we're going to start to my right, and I want everybody to introduce themselves, and we'll get it started. That would be you.
Well, all right, man. I be the one they call King Killer, man. King of oneself, the crazy, the wizard, man. Live and direct from Kansas City, Missouri, man. By the way of Mississippi, man. Believe that there. Honored to be here with brothers and sisters, man. Talking about some good topics, man. Doing something for our city, man. I think this is a great moment, great day, man. A pleasure being here with you, brothers and sisters. Peace.
All right, next, who do we have? Who's this lovely lady over here?
My intro is not that live.
It don't have
that
to
many
be.
aliases.
That nigga's doing way extra. He's doing hella extra, trust me.
I've been practicing.
It ain't even that deep, but yeah.
Well, I'm Asia, and
All right.
I have heard about your podcast, and I'm like, I want to
sure,
come
for
on
sure.
and see what he's talking about and chit chat. We kind of started a little earlier off camera.
Right. Well, we appreciate you being here.
Believe that.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I'm nervous.
Salute.
You silly.
Don't be nervous. I'm nervous.
Who's next?
I'm
Who's
with y'all.
next?
Shit.
I'm Myia from Kansas City, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
And like she said, we started before the podcast, but we're going to be discussing a lot of good issues tonight.
Hell yeah.
So
Turn up,
y'all
turn
just
up.
turn up, tune in, and see what we're talking about.
Hell yeah. Miss Asia, could you hand me my drink over there? Right there on the side.
For my viewers, it's on YouTube, BLE Studios. With the S, yes.
With the S. So that now that we introduced everybody, we're going to go ahead and get it cracking, man. One thing I did want to talk about was this 9 Ultra Lounge shooting, because I just happened to be there with my boy, and I just wanted to give a few little facts on it. If anybody else want to chime in about it, that's cool. But, you know, the thing is, back in the 90s, we went through this shit all the time. So somebody getting shot at the club or something crazy happening, we didn't never really trip off of it that much, because that was just a way of life, because that was gang life back then. That's when shit was really getting started as far as gangs and all this other crazy shit. But basically, we got to the club early. It was already 100 people, 150 people outside in line. It was crazy before it even started. This is like at 9:30. The party didn't start until 10. So we got up in there, and it wasn't really too many people up in there. Everybody was, you know, kind of getting settled in. You know, the bar was hella packed and shit, so people was waiting to get their drinks. But then, as the night went on, everybody started to turn up, have a good time. For one, they let way too many people in that motherfucker.
You said it was 600 people in there, or like?
I don't know. It had to be at least a good 5. It had to be at least 5.
Is it a big club? Like, I never.
It's nice size. It's like a warehouse type joint. It ain't no little bar or intimate
like Peace
set.
Place or some Peace Place is kind of like
Right.
small.
It's probably a little bit bigger than Peace Place.
Okay.
Because Peace Place ain't little. Peace Place ain't little. Because, see, it's the same deal. It's on the little strip mall, you know, one of them strip mall clubs or whatever.
Yeah, Dollar General next to it.
From what I heard, it was like, is it like the same capacity as like the old Dallas club?
Club Dallas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Club Dallas.
pretty much
Never been, but I know
I was there once.
same joint,
Yeah.
same type
die
of
in
crowd
that
or
club.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
same energy. I'm cool.
The thing is, though, only reason why I'm talking about this is because I just want to let people know that the vibe was strong. Everybody was kicking it, man. We was having a great time.
Yeah,
you know,
should.
we in
Chicks did their
VIP,
thing.
wasn't popping their bottle, but we was up in that motherfucker. You know, the DJ was lit. Everything was lit. And then shit started happening.
I mean, I can understand why so many people would show up there.
Of course.
And why people would want to be
Hey,
there.
baby, move the
considering what
mic a
was-
little bit closer to you.
Considering what was going on.
Yeah, just pull it closer to you.
It's gonna slide to me.
That's cool. Let's slide. Just hold on to it.
Okay.
Slide.
Grab the mic.
But I can understand why everybody was there and wanted to be there.
For sure.
But I mean, it's a capacity, right?
Hey,
It's-
the Chiefs.
there's
just
no reason
won.
why so many people should be in that small of a space.
Hey,
We do though. That's
'Cause it
why,
was-
Yeah,
you know,
but-
that's why we
Period.
find out the most hippest club. Because I was seeing young brother post status or whatever at the club prior to the Super Bowl.
Oh man,
advancement.
everybody that was somebody was up in there tonight. And
But
that's what I
smoking
was-
weed, I mean, I get it. Don't get me
Man,
wrong.
we
'cause
was-
I
we
know
was
how it is to
turned.
blow herb in the
We
club.
was
That's too
turned.
many people.
But that's
And then
not
for the
established
little
where it
raggedy,
was, though.
janky security at the door that you said
Hey,
that was there.
shout out
Or
to the
is
security
rather.
guards that handled the situation because it could have been
man,
a whole
shout out
lot
to that
worse.
player, man.
I don't have
Whoever
nothing
that
bad to
was.
say about security because
Shout out to
they
him.
handled that shit. Because if my man said it got up in the club with all that rage and anger, whatever he was on, it could have been bad for a whole lot more people than it was. So,
Right.
hey, shout out to the security, man. They handled
Shout
that
out to
shit.
the
One time
security.
for the
Yeah,
player,
for sure.
you know.
But also, but at the same time though, a lot of people did get hurt on the outside, more than what the news actually
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
it just sounds
reported. Yeah.
For sure.
Unsafe.
From what I was reading from the people who was there, it was the girl that survived the shooting. Okay. And she made a
God
report.
bless her.
Yeah, she made a report saying that the guy had lost his phone, or was talking about he lost his phone, and then he was rejected going inside the club. He went to his car twice to get 2 firearms. Okay, and came back and he started shooting.
Because he couldn't get in the club.
Because he couldn't get in the club.
for a
He was
club.
that angry.
Could have came
Wow.
back
You
next
know.
week and did it over again.
Well, he shoulda
man.
just
What's-
left.
What's going on?
You
with
know.
the people?
Right,
What
right.
they
And
drinking, man?
called
What's
or
in the
whatever
water?
and asked, did they find his phone? But he was intoxicated,
Right,
due
right.
to,
Of course he
the
was.
festivities that happened.
Of course
Shit,
it was.
man, my thing just be, because I knew when I heard, I said, that player can't be no 30 and up. That player got to be back, goddamn, 22, 23, 24, 25. Not saying that
right.
everybody think that way, because we all was that young and was lit, you know what I mean? But what would possess a person to say, okay, I can't get in the line, or this person stepped on my shoes, which we custom to our people doing that, but I just don't get it, man. That was something that should have never went on, man.
Did
That's a
security
sad
was
thing.
security armed? Did they have?
They was armed.
They took him down.
They took him
Took it
down.
down.
Oh, okay.
Definitely was
But-
armed.
What I heard.
Yeah.
But I mean,
they
he's a
responded.
hothead, and the family is saying that he had issues going on or whatnot. Okay, even though he got
don't need
issues
to be
going
in the
on, everybody
club,
got issues
shit.
going on. I got issues going on, everybody do.
Right.
But I mean, he should have picked better judgment. Okay.
Right.
And if his family and his loved ones knows that he has, issues as far as like mentally or whatever, and he has guns, then I don't understand that. Why didn't they seek help for him? Okay. Or take his guns away from him for him to not harm anybody in the society.
And that's a good question. That leads us to our first question, and I want to kind of delve into understanding the problem. Why is it so many black youth out here resorting to gun violence and harming people because they got issues in their own life?
Well, I'm sure in
why
that
are they not seeking
instance,
help?
I
substance,
think that
the alcohol, it probably paid a lot
and drugs.
into it. Yeah,
A whole lot.
I'm
Get the
sure
whole lot.
you had
Can't
a
forget the
club
drugs.
storm.
A lot
She
of
probably
these
was
young ones or
intoxicated.
whatever, they're not just smoking weed though. They're smoking wet. They,
Yes,
snorting
yes.
coke,
what they
PCP.
call
I mean,
lovelies, put a little
right?
coke- put coke in
But
the
they
blunt,
also
smoke
doing
it.
meth,
Yeah, it's been around
heroin,
the world, man. Come on.
all kind of stuff that I've never even seen and it's just crazy. But also you have to understand that a lot of the youth in our Black community don't have education, okay? Because we don't read, we don't seek education, because we don't do research.
So you connecting, not cutting off nobody.
No,
wisdom.
go ahead.
Are you connecting lack of education with problem solving in like just basic life? You know what I mean? Like,
It has, lack of education has a lot to do with it, because it coincides, because as far as your choices, your mind, your mind pattern, the pattern, the way that you
thinking,
think,
problem solving.
you don't think before you react.
Solving,
You know what I'm saying? You just
Makes
react,
sense.
and then when the consequences come, oh well, I'm this happened or whatever, I did this or whatever, but they don't think about the consequences beforehand. You know what I'm saying?
And seeing that's the thing though.
But a lot of people, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
But a lot of people don't think about, in our society, going to seek help, going to talk to somebody, psychological counseling or whatever, the case may be. Like, people is not pushed to it because people think something is wrong with it. You're going to talk to somebody, oh, you're going to talk to a shrink. Okay, well, something's wrong with you. Well, are you crazy?
you're labeled crazy.
Right. You're labeled crazy or whatever, and people think about what people think of them going to seek help, okay? Which is nothing, there's nothing wrong with going to seek help.
I mean, talk to your mama.
There's nothing, right.
to your mama.
I don't
Talk to
even
your
know
daddy.
if all that was going on with him.
But sometimes people can't talk to their mothers because their mothers are like their friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
we
you gotta
have
talk
in
to
our
somebody,
society,
though. You
I know,
can't-
but I'm talking about talking to a stranger that isn't going to pass judgment, that you don't have to worry about passing judgment to you. You know what I'm saying?
What was you
Like,
going to
just-
say? I'm sorry,
Okay,
go ahead.
go.
Now, what was you going to say, Asia? I want to give
I mean,
everybody a
it's-
chance to speak.
Just in a general sense, like, let's just say we don't know all of that about him. And just talk about
No, we don't.
Oh, shit, we about to
the
break it down. This is what I'm talking
impulsiveness
about.
of people these days, particularly probably young people, but I can't even say just young.
Combined with
people.
alcohol. And,
Yeah,
and
combined with
illicit drug use,
alcohol.
yes.
And whatever else he could have been doing to celebrate, like everybody else was there to celebrate. What makes people so impulsive these days that they don't think about, I don't even, tomorrow. I'm gonna get them tomorrow, so that even when tomorrow you might not be on the same shit that you was on the day before. Like, they don't even do that. Like, it's just very impulsive in.
Well, and also, though, the thing is, though, back in my day, I don't know about now, but back in the day when niggas was on that wet, niggas was getting naked and jumping off the porch head first and doing all kind of crazy shit.
running down the street at Jimmy.
They getting
My
naked now.
question
Yeah,
is,
but
my question is, what was he on?
You
What
really
was he
can't even
on?
pinpoint as far as the reason, as far as like drugs or whatever. Okay,
It's all mental illness.
right? But it's chemical imbalances. But also, I
Right.
mean, it would be a deeper deeper conversation, because like Prince was talking about the chemtrails. Okay, so we can go to
Totally
the
believe in
government.
that.
Yeah.
They just dropped them on that jet. Or the airplane just dumped its fuel on that grade school and shit.
I really don't even think it's that deep. I just
And
think
the stuff
I
was
just
dropping down on them and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, but when we see those, you know how we look in the sky, whatever, we see that
Those
jet or whatever,
lines,
and those lines.
those coke lines in the sky.
Yeah, right. Them are chemtrails. Those
know
are
what
the
you're talking about,
chemtrails
shawty.
that Prince was
Yeah,
talking
that first
about.
Coke
So
reference.
it goes deeper than that.
But the Prince wasn't even the first one to come. He was like a celebrity that came out talking about it, but that's
Right.
been known that they was doing
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Well,
Flint, Michigan is not the first city that was
have a water
polluted.
crisis.
The water was,
Yeah.
you know,
right,
I know
and that
y'all-
water's still polluted.
Everybody's water's polluted. But let's stay on topic or whatever. What was you going to say,
Sorry,
Asia? As far as
I just think
as far as the mind state of this particular individual,
I just think
because he
it's just impulse, and I'm maybe, whatever he was under the influence of, but sometimes they be sober.
But
you
see,
know what
and
I'm
that's
saying? They
you
be
never
sober.
know.
It's
You never
just
know
But
who
you know what,
partying
though?
with. You don't know
yeah.
who
I'm like,
you
who's
partying
to
with.
say
But
he
peep
was
game,
even
though.
under the
Nervous.
influence?
But
He was
peep
just
game.
pissed about his
I don't know who I'm partying
phone
with, man. I'm out.
and not being able to get
But
back in the
peep
club
game
or
though,
whatever.
that is a great observation because so many times do we see people that'll do some shit that's out of their character that they don't normally do, just so they won't appear weak or vulnerable in front of their community or their friends or their associates or whatever, because the shooter ain't always the baddest person in the crowd or whatever.
Right.
The shooter might just be that person who just under no circumstances wants to look weak, wants to look vulnerable. And see, we as black people, we got to get away from that shit, man, because every time a situation comes up, we act out because we're not paying attention to the situation. We're paying attention to who's watching and shit. And we don't want to appear weak or like a punk in front of them.
In front of people, especially when
and a lot
women
of times,
involved.
peer
People's
pressure, egos like a motherfucker,
bruised.
yes.
Pride
Right.
before
Yes.
destruction.
Yes.
Pride before destruction.
Yeah.
Young player
For
had
sure.
that
But
pride, said, I'm gonna
pride
get that gun
can
and
be
come
your
back.
worst enemy.
Pride
Exactly.
before
I
destruction.
always say that.
Pride
Yeah.
I
before
always
destruction.
say that. Yeah.
So you're right.
You got to tap into all your natural resources. Every being was made to cry. Every being was made to have emotion. You can't just block off or cut off all them other emotions and say I'm gonna go hard every time, because you are gonna find yourself at them crossroads to where you gotta decide: do I look weak in this moment, or do I follow through so I can keep up this facade that I'm this big tough guy, And we definitely gotta get away from that shit for sure.
I think like it's some stuff that's like deeply rooted. You know what I mean? And I'm a fan of if a person don't know they self, then you liable to go along with anything what anybody tells you.
Right.
And we got, as us so-called black people are, like we've been told so many lies and stuff, and we don't know who the hell we are. You know what I mean? So if I look at an NWA video, and I'm going a little old school, which it ain't even old school, you know what I'm saying? It's NWA, that's just yesterday. But you know what I'm saying? Players don't know.
That's the 80s.
But anyway.
That's the 80s.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But
80s, baby.
We see, right. But we seen how the music turned us out. We seen Hell Luke, Freakniks. Like, we seen women turn into the hoes.
Right.
You know what I mean? With certain music and stuff. So it's a lot of energy that's being geared to us to act and be programmed in, a certain way. A Kansas City native, what's the brother name? Eddie Griffin.
Yeah.
He talked about television programming, television, program you.
Now, see, you open up a whole different can of worms,
Media,
though.
period.
Yeah.
Right, but see, us as black people, the black community, we've always been trying to say that you can't blame it on the rap music. You can't blame it on the videos, because that shit happens with Spielberg and all these other producers, Weinstein and all that. They putting out violence and all this shit. But is that image that the rap community's putting out there, is that having that big of an effect on us? Are we following that
I think so.
The younger
that guy
generation
was-
is,
I
though.
think
so.
I think so too.
I think
We see young girls
sometimes
twerking and stuff more than ever.
I think sometimes
Yeah.
we do what
disrespect to the sisters.
gets attention, and oftentimes it wasn't cool to do positive things that's not supported and celebrated
Exactly.
the same way negative attention is. So people
Yeah.
want to do what they're celebrated for. If I'm celebrated for being in the
high
streets,
head. Right.
bad
Right.
behavior, people fear me,
I gotta be a boss bitch.
yeah.
That's what they feed into.
Yeah, I ain't no bitch. Don't call me no bitch.
Oh, no,
you
hell
call
no.
me a boss bitch. That's different.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be called no damn
But
dog
I'm just
anyway.
saying, it's not cool
Get
to be a
that out
bitch,
of-
but it's cool to be a boss bitch.
It's cool to be a boss.
Because
But
Drop the bitch
I'm just
part.
saying, we just,
You know what I mean?
I
You can't
think
get the
it's
40
just
acres
because
and
we
How about a boss
celebrate.
queen?
A boss queen?
Right.
But that's you want to be a queen? That's like being an African American. What am I, African American? Are you a
Well, I'm a boss queen anyway, because I'm
Fuck a
right.
boss. Cut the boss off.
Hey.
You're a
Well,
queen.
I'm a queen.
But I think
shout
that's
out, shout out to the women of the
like that
world.
But I think
Shit.
as we
Shout out to the
grow,
women.
you know what I'm saying? I think as we all grow and we learn more, it is becoming, I don't even want to say acceptable, but
It is though.
celebrating
You
to
celebrate
do
shit.
positive things. You know what I'm saying? You're not celebrating for just the
Positivity is not
negative
celebrating.
stereotypes that we have grown accustomed to and that people embrace, that we have
Right.
embraced, and we're now trying to shed those
Right.
negative stereotypes.
Yeah, because you have so many people out here, and that's one thing I was thinking about the other day is that black people, they run the full gambit because you have black people that are out here doing incredible things, but then all the way down the list, you got black people that's doing some of the silliest shit, you know? And until we find that medium ground to where we all get on one page and say that, you know, this is for our freedom, this is for our place at the table, we need to all get on the same page, you know, because we'll never be able to make change if half of us is out here doing shit that happened like at the Ultra Lounge or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, if you got half the people that's just out here trying to create a facade, trying to say I'm big and bad, and you know you better fear me or you better respect me, and then you got people out here actually trying to change the world and actually trying to inform people. You know, where's the middle ground at? Where's the middle ground? But well, we ain't even got to talk about that. Let's go on to the next question. So, how do we fix it though? How do we fix people being, you know, mentally unstable and having all these problems and taking the shit out on their own community all the time and not seeking help and not the people around them not addressing that shit and telling them, hey man, you off your square, bro. The shit you doing, that's sucker shit, man.
I think it starts with us stepping in when we do see people that are not doing the right thing, instead of being like, oh, well, that's not my problem, you know, because it's not me. You know, it has nothing to do with me. You know, if we get that mentality out of our minds, you know, and start educating each other and start talking to one another on a more positive note, I think that would be a
For
step.
sure.
If, you know, not cutting
Go
off,
ahead, Kenny,
not
go
cutting
ahead,
off
go
nobody
ahead, man.
wisdom. Don't
No,
do
you
want to do
good.
that.
Go ahead.
But I'm
Just
you know,
vibe.
back ride on that. Yeah, we do need to talk with each other, and, you know, not just talk with each other, stop judging each other on our downfalls. You know, my light's been off. Shit, it made me look at my kids and want to cry and think that I need to do better. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you need
That's real
to
talk.
talk to somebody and they be like, hey man, I've been there. Instead of saying, boy, count their money. Boy, you tripping, you ain't on your hustle. Like, we all out here on the hustle, man. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I think that I like to add is self-discipline. I think self-preservation. You know what I mean?
I was gonna
Sometimes
say
you look in that mirror and be like, yo, check yourself. Sometimes mama can't check you. Sometimes your wife can't check you. Sometimes they check your ass by leaving your ass.
Right.
And they leave you by yourself. So you really got to figure shit out by yourself. And you really start to develop into becoming a king. Now, not to be spiritual or nothing like that, but you can hear the Lord a lot better when your ass is by yourself and you ain't got no distractions.
Right.
Yeah.
You got that bottle
brother.
in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You got that
That's
woman
true.
right there that's patting on your back, or your mama pacifying you. You got to get out there and swim. You know what I mean? Like, you got to get out there. Sometimes you hear the Lord a little bit better. So I'm going to forever bang on that. You know, be by yourself, man, and ride those trials and tribulations out and let the Lord work wonders with you, man. That's what I believe in.
Okay.
Don't point fingers. That's
Right,
the main
right,
thing.
right,
Because
right.
when you point
Just
one,
righteously.
you got
Just
three
righteously.
pointing right back at you.
We go way too hard on our loved ones sometimes, and we put them in that position to where they're seeking our approval so much that they'll do shit out of their character,
Right.
just to let you know that I'm down or.
And I'm
you
a back
know,
ride on that
Yeah,
because I'm going to say forgiveness. Okay. Forgiving,
yeah, we
you
don't
know.
practice forgiveness in our community at all.
Huh?
I said we don't practice forgiveness in our community at all.
Oh,
We
well.
ridicule each other and
once
make
your
fun of
ass
each
is
other.
out to lose,
That-
certain things
Right.
you can't come
That's
back
the
from.
whole problem, though. That's the
So,
whole
I mean,
problem.
well, no.
I mean,
well,
me personally.
Actually, you know,
I feel
well,
like
I don't.
we are
You know what?
very
I feel like
forgiving.
you can come back from anything
on
as
that,
long as
sis.
you get, as long as you wake up in the morning. Okay, as long as you got breath in your body, you always got a chance.
But see, that's starting to become
And-
cliche now. You know
No,
what
I'm saying no. Okay,
thank
but
the Lord that you woke up. You want me to thank the
No.
Lord because I'm broke? Nigga, I don't want to be here.
no, no. When you okay, but
You know
look,
what I mean?
no, okay. Well, look. What I'm saying is this, okay? Change your mindset. You know what I'm saying? It starts with changing your mindset, being positive. You know, when you're in a messed up situation, okay, look at something. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the positive in that negative. You know what I'm saying? Find the positive in that negative.
Okay. Because
You know,
most a lot of times.
because I mean, you're going through something or whatever
For shit.
Exactly,
You
you
know
know.
what I mean?
And when you
Gotta look
do
at
set
yourself.
yourself up for something or whatever, okay, the thing to me, for me, I look at it like this, okay. And every negative thing that happens or whatever, it doesn't always have to be negative. Don't look at it as a negative, okay. Look at it as something as a learning experience. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. You know, you got to learn. from yourself.
DeAndre, he said, we follow suit from liking certain things that really shouldn't be liked. And it should be frowned
Good
upon.
point. Good point.
That is a good point.
Yeah, but that's only following you. Who told you?
Because it's a trend, though.
this is cool. Like, let's even go to like.
They follow
But
the
that's
crowd.
because you living of the
follow-
You know what I
world.
mean?
They follow
Like,
the
gangbanging
crowd.
Right.
was a gangbanging was a. It had like some morals to it.
And this
It
shit,
did.
this
But
shit's
now it's
still
like
out here.
it's just
Yeah.
like
Because
come on,
they
man.
because you know
Come on,
people don't
man.
understand
It's a
that
hashtag now.
Yeah,
It don't even
man.
mean
gang
nothing
banging
no
or
more.
whatever.
Yeah,
Okay,
niggas
it's
from
a
Virginia
different
claiming Compton
This-
Bloods and I mean, whatever.
this culture. I mean, well, not culture, but this generation of people. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, they don't even know the real definition of gang shit. Okay,
I know.
gangs. Okay, back then was like I'm gonna use for instance. Okay, they Black Panthers. Okay.
She
Now-
going way back.
Right. No, I'm saying though,
No, I
Black
feel you, I
Panthers,
feel you, I
okay?
feel you.
Black Panthers, they stood for something, okay?
Right.
They targeted issues in the community that meant something, okay?
Creators of
That's
wit.
what gangs
The
were
creators
really.
of
That's
wit.
what gangs were really based off of. Okay, it was based off of making something better in the community.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not what color you wearing or whatever. Okay, and then you die. You know
Right.
that's that new generation stupid stuff.
But you-
Okay,
it's getting so ill though, my sister. It's now we battling fuck a color. We battling against sex now.
we
Like,
battling against
bro,
sex. We
you
get
can't
battling
even-
against.
You can't even tell a motherfucker you straight
spiritual
now. Like, oh, he
warfare.
straight.
I mean,
We don't want
all
him. He's too
kind of
masculine.
stuff. But
That's
got
a
a
whole nother topic right there.
Yeah, my
We
bad,
get on
man,
that
my
shit some
bad,
other day.
Bob.
But we gonna keep it light and fun, man. You know, in the midst of a tragedy, we still want to bring light and shed light on what's going on in the Black community.
And when the Super Bowl come,
Believe
Super
that.
Bowl
We gonna get
weekend
to-
come, can we please, Kansas
Turn
City,
up, baby,
have
turn up.
Yeah,
a
kids.
violent
KC in the house.
celebration? Like,
Shit, we gonna celebrate. Hopefully,
I
nothing
mean, I
like
just
this
know, I
happens.
know
And a
people
good
gonna
way.
be out that
Right.
weekend, definitely on the Sunday.
Hey, we
you know,
gonna turn up.
celebrating. I just, can everybody be safe? We want to go. We want to
don't
celebrate
go,
and go back home.
above your limits.
For sure.
Right. And if you know cousin Junebug don't act right with that damn liquor, and you gave him that kush, keep his ass at home.
Right.
Okay?
And don't
Keep
drink
him
no
at home.
moonshine.
Cause he like that damn Glock 9 that he got. He been out for 62 days. Keep his
Hey,
ass at home.
Guns
Don't
and
bring him
drink
out.
or guns and drugs do not
Do
mix.
not mix.
We all agree. So let's keep it moving right along. And I know Asia, she probably got a lot to say about this. But my next question is,
That's because
why do we celebrate this bad behavior, particularly women? Why are women so accepting of these fucking bad boys? Can you please chime in on that,
know
Miss
that.
Asia? Because it seemed like, the badder a motherfucker is or badder a dude is, the more women like him. What's up with
we
that
were
shit?
kind of talking about that. I'm trying to remember exactly
That's
what I
true.
was saying earlier.
That's
You
true.
already know. You already know.
I said
Shit.
something to the effect. What did I say?
They like them boys with them black leather jackets and shit that say dragon on the back.
No. Oh, I said that sounds like, once again, men finding a way to blame women
you're right,
Okay.
sis.
Yeah, I thought it
for
was something
their
like that.
actions and not, yet again, not wanting to be accountable. It's women's fault that us men are the way that we are.
Right,
And
right.
like so many other things, you know, we are to blame. Y'all weren't accepting of this, or you're supposed to be held at a higher standard, so you're not supposed to do this. But never want to be accountable for your actions. And I was saying that oftentimes it's not for women that men do certain things. It's for their own ego and for the likes of other men.
For another man to see.
For another man to see how
Borderline gay.
the reaction of that he gets from other women. And yet again, it ain't got nothing to do with me, the woman.
Right.
Still ain't got nothing to do with me. It's for other men and
Love to
y'all's
have y'all as the
ego.
blame, though. Well, I
Yeah.
did it for you, Keisha.
Well, you know, that's I'm
did it for you.
a piggyback route on that, okay? Because
shit.
no, listen, okay?
it's good, it's good.
Y'all will sit up there. We can tell y'all something, right? But and y'all don't listen. Let y'all boys say something, okay? Oh yeah, you know, oh boy did say that. You know, my homie did say that. Okay, but I told you the same thing. Why you didn't listen to me? You know what? Why is
sound
his
the
words
same.
so gold? You know.
Because y'all don't be understanding what y'all don't see what. Hold on.
Come on,
'Cause y'all
I
be
wanna
seeing-
hear
y'all
this.
Y'all be
Please.
seeing. I got an amazing queen, man. Shout out to my wife, man. And she be seeing shit that, like that I shouldn't do, but I still be like, you know, I got this.
Hater.
And then I go,
And do it
I go
anyway.
do it. They'll call it. Shawty, can you come and get me out? You know what I'm
Some
saying?
snatcher.
Like, no, you want to go out and hang out with them boys? Go and hang out in that cell. Like, you know what I mean? That's true story, and shit,
Right.
man. But so I mean, it's a crazy world. It's a crazy way to. I think you really gotta sit and view your decisions, like all the crazy stuff that we get into. And the women, like you say, you know, we'll tell y'all something, and
Hey, Wes
then
is
y'all
on
turn
there.
around and, you know, your
wanna go
man
in front of
said,
the
and
camera
it
wave,
makes
too.
more sense. It's because, you know, that's my man. I lay in the cuts with him. You know what I mean?
that
But you
has
know what
nothing
you
to
lay
do
with your
with
woman,
us.
though. At the end of the
we
day,
keep y'all
we're the
out
ones.
of certain stuff.
Let me tell y'all something, okay?
shit. We about to get it
Let me,
cracking.
What
yes,
I
you
do?
did,
About to
okay?
get it
Let me tell
cracking.
you
That's
something,
what I'm
okay?
talking about.
Oh, man.
First of all, okay, no, when we tell y'all something, we tell y'all out of love, okay? We tell y'all
sure.
because
Y'all be
we
hating
see
sometimes,
things that y'all don't see.
Y'all don't be hating sometimes?
No,
I don't want
not
you
at
to go
all.
out tonight.
We don't want y'all to go out because you know what? We have an intuition, okay? And our intuition says that it's better to keep your ass at home.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
some real talk.
But no, not every night, not every night, okay? But let me tell you something, okay? Because we see things before it happens, okay? We feel things, okay, that y'all don't feel.
Hey,
Agree.
And
but
so
y'all
if
be
y'all
tripping
take
sometimes.
Feel
heed,
like
Y'all be tripping
if y'all
sometimes.
take heed, okay, well, we trip. You
tripping.
know what? We trip because we care, okay? If we don't say anything, that's because we don't, okay?
I don't feel like
And so-
women are to blame for men's poor decision making.
indiscretions.
Poor decision making. This was about celebrating
agree.
bad behavior. Why do women say that? I don't feel like we are to blame for males' poor decision making,
I
whether
ask you
we
a question,
like
my
it or
sister?
not. Why do you like it?
I knew this was going to be a
Can I ask
good
both of you
question. I
sisters
knew
a
it
question?
was. I knew
Do
it
y'all
was.
like bad boys? Have you ever been attracted? Have you ever been a point
Yes,
in your life?
I
that you-
have.
And say if they say no, they
Easy.
lying. If they say no,
have.
they lying.
Jerry curl, where that go to?
No, I don't know about the Jerry curl.
Look at the class clown. Look at the
Yeah.
class. Ooh, he's
That
so
nigga-
bad. I like him. What? Y'all ain't never got that like that? Y'all
I
never been
think
there?
part of this whole women like bad boys or whatever phase that is,
This is
or
shit
whatever
right here.
type that is, can kind of be compared to the same reason men like
women,
hoes.
right.
Or how you gonna make that bitch your hoe? You know what I mean? How you gonna make that hoe
we
your
getting
woman?
real, y'all.
Right, and
How
not
you
only
gonna
that,
make her
but you know,
your
y'all
woman?
have a queen
Open
or
up another
whatever,
bottle,
but y'all
cuz it's
always
about to
gotta
get
go for
real.
the
She a
trash
Person
bag.
too. She a person
It's
too.
about
Y'all
to
always
get
gotta
real
go
in
and
this
dig in the
motherfucker.
My
dumpster.
brothers
But I'm
do
saying,
that.
yes.
Brothers do
Yes,
that.
yes,
Not all
yes,
of us,
they
but
do.
my
And
brothers
so
do that.
women are judged
all the time.
as
Hoes.
and as hoes, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like they don't deserve love and
Affection.
you a hoe
You know,
because
because
some
we don't
man
like to-
said you were. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
we
Usually
like
that's
to
the
be
case for whatever
noticed,
reason.
Because we like
but
attention.
I'm
Why
saying
not? You know?
It's
Why do
a
we
certain
have
type
to
of
be hoes, though?
attraction. So I'm saying
Because we be like, you know what, to hell with this, and I want to love me. Okay?
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
No.
that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get both sides.
Yeah,
of the,
I'm saying that
story.
you gonna ask why do we like bad boys?
Why do you like bad boys?
Because they're fun and exciting the same way hoes are
Okay,
exciting.
now
We know
now
that.
we
You know what I'm
talking. Now
saying?
we
And then
talking.
sometimes you start liking them because they people.
Especially when y'all
mean,
turn them around.
but-
And we
Y'all
can
like to
relate.
change the- Y'all like to.
But-
I'm a change.
Hold on, and we can, hold on, and we
But
can
bad boy
relate
has a
because
negative connotation the same way that a hoe has a negative connotation. I'm only a bad boy just based on somebody else's perception. She's only a hoe based on somebody else's
But
perception.
the problem is once.
why is it
lives
that
are-
we're hoes when we have y'all mentality?
But
when we have a
listen up.
mentality of a man.
You could be with a man, and because you not having sex with him, you a hoe. You having sex with somebody else other than him, you a
That's
hoe.
the if a man.
So
looks
why
at a
you
woman
with
like
that man if
he's
you
a
not
idiot.
having
But
sex?
you talking about
not
you
with
don't
him.
know, you don't know, as if my
But you're
definition of
not
hoe
with
was just
him,
all
though.
messed up.
Hold on.
It depends on who
Asia,
calling you a hoe.
Hold on, I got something to
Asia.
say.
And then also,
I got something to say.
All right. Let's.
I have a lot of male friends, right? Okay. But I have been told that I'm loose or whatever because I be around a lot of men, okay? But I'm not having sex with these men,
What up,
okay?
Vaughn? What up,
We just get
Wes?
along better than me being with, I get along better with men than what I do with
and he
women.
might be a bad boy
And so-
because he get money and he look a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? May have gotten to, but I'm just saying your perception of bad boy is the same
Oh,
type.
shit.
It just depends on
And
your
the boys,
perspective.
Did you mention the M
But the
word?
dudes that be
'Cause
looking,
that-
the dudes that be looking rough or whatever, okay, they don't even be bad boys.
It
for
ain't even
real.
about a look.
It's that stereotyping.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We
saying.
talking
more
about
style.
real
It's
bad
more
boys
style.
that's gonna end up
'Cause
doing
of
the
his
shooting
swag.
or end up doing something crazy. I ain't talking about the niggas faking and acting like they're bad boys. I'm
Don't
talking about
nobody like
the
that no
actual
more.
bad boys that's doing shit like
Don't
this.
nobody like that no more.
That's
Shit.
not,
I'm just
no.
saying,
I don't like that kind of stuff. That's
We're in a
not the
different
kind of stuff
generation
I
now.
don't like.
Somebody
that
like
no
it though.
more.
That's-
Somebody like it.
I thought we was
Yeah,
like
them
doing some
Tatianas.
retrospective thinking.
Tatianas.
You know what I'm saying? Back in
No,
the day,
no,
like
no,
why,
no. New
why
word.
you
Yeah,
so?
Tatianas.
Yeah.
Check it out. If you like a little bit of it, then he gonna keep showing you a little more of it, and then all of a sudden he gonna show you a lot, and then possibly a life gonna get lost.
I can't answer
or he
that
gonna
question
get
because I ain't
locked
there
up.
no more. I
You
don't know
what
why
I'm
people-
saying.
Wow, my
But
sister.
check it out
Wow.
though. What I'm saying is that why are we not held accountable for our community? If you see that somebody is having a lot of ups and downs and they struggling with they mental state and they don't know.
No,
which
that's
way
not
is-
what you asked. You said why do
Well,
when
no,
you
why
asked
do
why
we
do
like-
women-
Y'all
why
start
do we
talking
like
Women
bad
like
boys?
bad boys. And,
No,
and you had
And I said the same reason why men like
like
hoes.
and I wondered, and I said I don't agree with what you had said about as
My
far
definition
as
of a hoe
hoes or
could
whatever.
be.
Because they always say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Don't they say that? Everybody know that. But
But because
but
of
them
men's
women won't
ego,
be-
if you had sex with 5 other people before them, he probably think you a hoe. I mean, if you had sex
Yeah.
with somebody
Goddamn
other
it.
than
But that's not
if
true.
You,
yeah, goddamn it, you
No,
are.
I'm
it's
just
not.
saying.
That's bullshit.
if you was having
No.
sex with him
You can
while
keep the
y'all
tongue out
was,
between your
I mean,
knees.
if you was having sex with your baby daddy while y'all was just dating, you a hoe because you wasn't fucking him. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on who you talking to.
And not only that, but
keep the tongue
why
out
do
between
we
your
always
knees.
have to? My thing is this, okay?
And keep your thing between.
Dating
don't pull
is
don't sleep with
exploring
each other.
options,
Damn,
okay?
it ain't that hard.
Dating is exploring options, okay?
They don't mean
Dating-
sleeping with each other. They don't mean
No,
sleeping
no,
with
it
each other.
don't. It doesn't mean sleeping with each other. But
Right.
why, when in
Date
this
you,
right
shake
in
your
this
hand,
day and
walk-
age or
walk
whatever,
the fuck off.
people thinking, okay, well, just because we're dating or whatever, you have to only date one person. No, I'm dating. Okay, that means that I am dating more than one. I'm talking to more than one. I'm going to different. I'm going to different. I'm going to lunch with you. Okay, and I might have a dinner date. with a different person.
Damn, that's
No,
crazy.
but that's not crazy.
'Cause I don't-
if you're
me per- if I
single,
would- if I
you're
had
not
to-
married.
I think
though.
what's
Why do you
alluring
have
about
to be-
bad
$25.
boys is the same
No.
thing that's alluring about hoes. Is
Why
what
do
I'm
you-
trying to say is the idea that somebody who you think wouldn't, for a lot of reasons, like everybody wants to be the exception. You know what I'm
is it not-
saying?
is it
and you
not-
want to think that this, him doing all of this, he has this other lifestyle, but for you, he's one way.
Is it
and you
not
wanna think,
instinctual too,
she
though?
may be this kind of way with other men, but for me, you know what I'm saying? She's all of this for me.
Let me ask you this too, though: is it not instinctual to where you feel like he'll protect you more so than the dude that you see with the suit and tie on and the guy that got the 9
I
to
don't
5
even
or
think
whatever?
I think that's
so
part
what-
of. I
what's-
think it's
what's
part.
the
I
whole
think it's
attraction?
exciting.
I
think it's
and I'm-
exciting, and also thinking
why is it exciting,
everything
though? Let's
that
break that
comes
down.
bullets
along.
that breeze by
Why-
their heads. that
But check it out
go to
though.
their weave.
No, fuck that.
No,
Let's
because
answer
usually
this
they have a
question.
little
Why
swag. They
is
have a
that-
certain kind of
Why is
swag.
that shit exciting?
They have a
Answer
certain-
that question. Why is that shit exciting?
Okay.
All right, now
do
we're
got
gonna
some
get
style.
some
We
real
do got
talk.
some
Why
style
is
to ourselves,
why
though.
is exciting
Yeah, that
other
is.
than a man who got
Wait a minute. Okay,
got
what's
a
your
house for
definition
you?
of
What-
this
okay.
man? What's the
Right.
definition of this man? What does
the
he?
street guy that we talking about?
Yeah, what is he?
If he a bad
talking
boy
about
and
like
he
a
on
D-boy?
bullshit, you already know what the definition is. If he on bullshit, you already know what the definition is. He a fucking bad boy.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
already
yeah,
know
no
he ain't
job,
handling business. You already
no-
know
no
he ain't
phone.
Wait a
ready to
minute,
take
bad
care
boys
of no
usually
family.
they have money though.
They do, but all
Limited.
money ain't
They-
good money.
they
though,
got
right?
little
Everything
money.
glitter and gold.
But we
Hey,
ain't talking
hey,
about we ain't
well,
talking about
how
what's
many-
good.
how
many
We ain't
bad
talking about
boys-
what's good. We talking about what look good and feel good.
Hey,
You know
how
what
many
I'm saying?
bad boys to put you in the
We
house?
talking about what's fun.
Okay.
Hey.
We got money.
Hold on,
It's
a bad
the-
boy
the
can't
bad
put
boy. The part of the
Hey, hold
allure
on,
is that
hold
you
on,
have
hold on.
You
money.
can't have
Hold
a bad
up.
boy. You can't have
You
a
can't
bad.
be broke. You
Hold up.
cannot.
You can't
be
have a
broke.
bad
But
boy
how many
that
of them
puts you
bad
in the
boys put
house.
you in the crib though? How many bad boys did
You
put
get
your
on to- I'm
put your
adding the
kids into
definition of the
a
bad boy
private
so we
school?
can properly answer the question.
So he's trying to say a bad boy or whatever, okay, is the guy who's in the streets or whatever, who
with
who is
money.
Shout out to
with
the
money,
players,
How
too.
who
much
isn't,
money
who
though?
isn't taking,
But I'm
who
saying
isn't-
I'm trying to get an idea. He
Most
probably got
homeless.
some money. You know what I'm saying?
Is he spending it on you though? That's the question.
Some of it, yeah.
How much of it though? Is he taking
We
care
not
of your
breaking
family and
down
your
dollars,
kids?
Dave. We talking about
You
what
got
the attraction is.
But the problem
the
is,
attraction is
if
he
he just
fly, he got money, he probably
His
a little
own
bit of
business,
flashy.
man.
All
But
of them ain't loud. You
if
know
he
what I'm
just
saying?
spend
So
it-
it's not
Hold
that.
on, but you
Yeah.
know, but you
he
can
probably got a little
have a
status somewhere or something. He have fun. They usually slick with the tongue, and I mean, this is fun. It's fun.
Right, but the problem is that when our community, our women are feeding in to that type of persona, that type of personality, and we alienating the guys that's going to college, the guys that's actually doing something with their life, that actually is trying to present
Who
a
said
future.
that? Who said that?
If you mess with a bad boy and not a good
Kamila.
boy, that's what you
Okay,
gonna
well,
get.
what about men?
That's
I'm
what you
saying,
gonna
but
get.
no,
I
but
actually
you
heard
making
females say that
we're
they don't like.
responsible for a
they
whole.
They want a bad boy.
Exactly.
I actually heard them, but I'm not saying that
How
they.
old
not-
are they?
Exactly. I was just about to get to that point. Not saying that they was, 30 and beyond, but you guys, man, y'all see that new Tyler Perry movie? I just want to throw that in there
I
real
did
quick.
see
I
that.
seen that.
Okay,
That
my
motherfucker was a
friend
trip,
Mila
boy.
said
I did.
My
I
top
seen it.
page,
Not
boy, it
just
was
the
a trip.
women.
Yeah.
But anyway,
that shit out loud.
saying that women be
No, because
they
we're not
like
on that subject.
they
Oh,
like
hold up,
bad
But
boys.
just
They-
at a certain age, men enjoy a certain type of
they be
woman.
getting slapped in the mouth and shit. they get a kick out of that shit.
Men enjoy a
Crazy.
certain type of woman at a certain age. Are you then responsible? Are you then responsible for cultivating a generation of women who feel like they always got to be shaking their ass or they always got to be seen doing something? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Sexual, like
You know what?
Yes, you are. And I'm gonna tell you
attention
why.
for no,
Yes,
you are. The question is you. I said, are you
Okay.
responsible?
Yes, we
if
are.
I'm
And I'll
responsible
tell you
for
why.
cultivating men who throw thrive in negative behavior because
what it's about,
the
yeah.
recognition we give them as women, then you are responsible for cultivating the whole generation of women who, quote unquote, don't value themselves because
But-
of what you as men value in us
But the
as
problem
women.
is that those women
Which
aren't
is
out
usually our
here
body
doing
and
random
everything that has to
shootings
do
at
sexually.
nightclubs. That's the problem. We talking about the loss of life. Y'all getting all into this.
Why you gonna try to like
different
gauge
stuff.
which one is worse than the other? Because
No, what I'm
shouldn't
saying,
they go
I'm trying
hand
to
in
preserve
hand?
life. I'm
'Cause
trying to
if-
preserve life. It's the bad boys that's out here shooting women and children at a club or whatever. Not children, but it's
too.
the bad boy that's out here shooting a woman at the club because he couldn't get in the club. That's what we talking about. I'm not talking
Well,
about.
blame his daddy.
Well, you know what?
Blame is Paul.
You can blame his mama too. You can blame his mama
goddamn
Well,
too.
you know
daddy.
what?
Blame his mama
Goddamn
too.
right.
Blame his daddy.
Because he
Blame
probably
his mama.
loved
Yeah,
his
no, it ain't gonna go back
But
to
you
the
know
mama.
what? You can't really blame the parents
You
or whatever
can't never
because
blame-
you know what? These
My
children
point
know
was,
this and
you
these
can't
children.
never blame the man for nothing.
No, you gotta blame them. No, you can
I'm
blame
gonna
them.
blame his daddy. He gonna say blame his mama. No, we blaming
All right, let-
We
the
blame
man
the
for
person who
something.
made the choice.
Let Maya make a point and we'll move around the room.
We're blaming the person that made the choice, okay? Because you know what? You can raise your children right, okay? But they're going to grow up or whatever. They still have their own minds,
Right,
okay?
right.
So you can grow up with a two-parent household, okay? And
That's possible.
Hold on. Right, that's possible.
Statistically,
okay?
though.
Statistically, right? Okay. Well, I can get into that too. Okay, but you can raise your children right. Okay, you can raise them children with the morals that you want them to have. Okay, but you also have to accept the fact that they're still their own person. Okay,
Exactly.
and they make their own decisions.
Yes.
Okay, you can raise your child to do chores. Okay, before they go outside to play. Okay, to do their homework. Okay, sit at the table with y'all. Okay, and eat dinner and lunch or whatever. Okay, and pray. Okay,
talk,
but once
real
they
talk.
venture off on their own, they do their own thing. Okay, so you cannot always blame the parents.
But
Okay,
I was
ain't
blaming.
no but it's for
Say
bullshit.
that
Hold
you
on.
can't always
I was
say,
blaming the
"Not enough
man.
wisdom."
Going back to the original point, why women
But
celebrate bad behavior, we are not
it's all-
responsible for
It's
male's
all
behavior.
it's all about.
No,
their
we're not because
environment.
you
It's
know
about
what?
everything.
No. A person will only act like the person that they want to act like for.
Do stuff
Okay.
for y'all, man.
Right.
A person
We just don't know who
can
we
be
are.
an
that's
asshole
what-
And am I
towards you,
responsible for
okay?
that? Am I
But
responsible for
also,
you
when he
not
get with the
knowing who
next
you are?
woman,
No,
okay,
you're
he
not.
can treat
Okay.
that woman like a
That's
queen
all that I'm
because that's who he
saying.
wanted
some
to be.
power.
So do you.
Okay.
So do you as a
Peep
man.
game.
And but why? Hold on. My thing is,
My queen know.
I have a question.
Hold on.
My bad, go ahead.
Let's just
This
have
is-
one
we stop over
conversation.
there.
I'm sorry.
Let's all
Okay.
engage in the middle. I know we just talking, but let's all stay in the middle.
I just don't like the whole idea that
And that's
women,
fine.
because we are just these godly creatures, which we are responsible for everybody. I mean, I understand that we have this major influence, but men, I'm sure that you all know as men, you carry weight and have your own power. I mean, we are a balance, right? So
Well, equally yoked. supposed
you
to be.
influence me the same way, well, in ways that I can influence you as well. I mean, you know, so my reaction, my behavior is sometimes a reaction of your behavior, just as you're claiming that millions' behavior is a reaction to women.
Right. But see, the original point that we have to get back to is that when you see your man out here fighting on Instagram and slapping girls up and doing all this crazy stuff, my thing is, why are there women out there celebrating that behavior, saying that that's just like you got women that love serial killers. They don't
Hey,
love nothing
Leela
but
Katrina Lee.
they don't
I'm
love
sorry.
nothing but serial killers. What's up with that shit? I'm just saying that, you know, a man, his prized possession is getting a woman that loves him and that appreciates him.
Possession.
Mila J. Williams said there are limits for bad boys and men like whores.
That's
That is
real
true.
talk.
Then that's
That's
That
real
is
talk.
true. Yes,
That-
you
no,
did say
no,
that.
That's a fool like whores. A man don't tolerate that. That will never fly. Never. So y'all. That's the
But you gotta
problem.
realize though, that's
when you were young and not as evolved.
DeAndre
nice man that you are
said
now,
the
did-
person
do
that
you-
love you can. Okay.
Did you engage or did you find certain women in certain things entertaining?
I met my wife 14, 15 years old.
so they was high school sweethearts. So
Yeah,
it's
you gotta
different. It's-
you gotta live in.
This a good
witness
man
like
right
you.
here, honey.
I'm not no good man because I drank and snort coke, pop pill.
And I'm not even saying
No,
that.
okay, but you know
all
what?
women.
It wasn't fucking over somebody's emotions.
Wasn't your thing.
Wasn't my thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But I can still break you if I keep wrecking cars.
But see, check it out.
I'm high. You know what I mean? Going
Because
from
the
different job
power
to
that
different
you
job.
have
Like, I
as
can
a
still
man,
mess you
right?
Yeah,
up.
but you
It ain't
still
got nothing to do
had,
with
but you
pussy.
still made your priorities for your woman and your children or whatever.
All praises to the Most High
Exactly.
Christ.
Okay, so that's what I
Submit to
mean
that
by
first,
that's
and then
okay.
the
But
rest
you
will
know what?
come.
Ain't nobody no saint. Okay.
True.
Ain't nobody
true,
perfect.
true.
Okay, what I'm saying, what I mean by you a good man, okay, is because
Thank you.
you overcame that. Okay,
Yeah.
and you seen
The statistics and
you
shit.
seen the statistics, but you also
Yeah.
seen your mistakes. Okay, and you learned from them.
Yeah, you got-
okay,
yeah.
and you matured.
Because I like women.
Right, but
I
you
like
like
women so
right,
much
but
to
you
do
love your
right by
wife.
you. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And by liking
so,
women, just meaning like I like
right,
you.
you
I
like. Oh,
you.
I
Yeah,
know.
if I
Right,
like men,
but you know what? But you love your wife
love
like
my
you
wife.
love your God.
You
You
got
see
that
what I'm
right.
saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
okay.
children too.
Right. So that's the maturity. Okay. That's where you matured. Okay. You matured from your mistakes. Okay,
Right.
because you learned from them.
Right. So going back to
Which
that,
is-
men liking whores.
Yeah.
So you know what? A lot of my brothers
Boys,
do.
grown boys like whores. Okay.
And a lot of girls like shit.
I was-
I
But
didn't
I
say
was reading-
whores.
but I was reading the comments.
I didn't say horse. I said hoes.
Right, grown boys.
Horse kind of aggressive. Horse,
Okay.
horse does not sound as fun as hoes. And I say hoes because my understanding and understanding of most men's perception of a hoe is just whatever they think you do. If you're not committed to one man, that most of the time I feel like that's men's, and that can be an array of things. It could be whatever. It could be what you got on. It could be what you got on and how you dancing. That hoe over there. You know what I'm saying? It could be a lot.
We do slang
It could
that
be
word.
you do. That's
I
why I was
do.
like, "What's your definition of a hoe?" You know what I'm saying? So at any point, to
But
some men,
of
to
them do
most
be acting
men,
like hoe, though.
most of us probably have been that because you wasn't fucking with me. You was a
Well-
hoe when you wasn't fucking
Well,
with me.
Asia, let me speak on this. Let me get some real talk for a minute. I think, and the reason why I wrote that question and brought the whole scenario up is because I don't think women realize how much power they actually have over us men, and how much they do actually control our thoughts and minds and our processes, because to me, everything that a man does is in accordance to a woman's approval. I'm not gonna go out here and get a big house, a big car, a nice job, money, and all that, unless I'm doing it to attract a mate, that primal instinct. And all I'm saying is that if we falling short of being our best, and you got women out here still accepting you for doing just, the bare minimum, are we creating these monsters? As far as women is concerned, are y'all creating these monsters, letting them know that they can be about nothing, they can do bullshit, that they can not have a job, that they can get high and smoke and drink every day, and they still got a place in some woman's heart.
I don't
That's
think
all
that's
I'm saying.
okay.
Some
I
women-
understand what you're saying now, and in that way, I think that is a heavy thing for women to carry because oftentimes you carry the burden of making a man better, and riding with him through his growth at the expense of your own,
Right.
no matter how much it stifles and hurts you as a woman. So I think sometimes it's not settling, you know what I'm saying? But you do the best that you can at the level that you're on. as a woman, and it's not about letting a man be not correcting him when he's wrong. It's
But see, and that's deep though. That's deep though because, and you know, I've never thought about
when
it from
is
a
it
woman's
settling and
perspective.
when is it making him rise to his best potential?
Right.
I believe
when,
that it's
when is it? When are you doing one of those?
I think it's settling when you lose yourself. Okay.
Right.
When you lose the person that you are. Okay. Because even though you get into a relationship with somebody or you marry somebody, okay, that doesn't mean that you are supposed to lose who you are as a person. Okay. And a lot of people do. So settling, I feel like is when
But how do you help
you're
a
not
man
you're not
who's in
helping
a lower
You can't
space
help a person
without-
who isn't wanting to be helped.
Well,
Okay,
I don't know how
I
to
think
answer
that we-
his- I don't know how to
Can I
answer.
answer?
I think
as
that a
male
person.
after the sister.
I'm
Now-
sorry.
No, you go ahead,
Okay,
my sister.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
feel
chime in,
like
Ken.
you know
I'm gonna speak from
we
the
put so
male's-
much
male's
of
point view.
ourselves into trying to raise a grown man. Okay.
That's the problem.
And you can't raise a grown man,
That's the
okay?
problem.
Because the thing is that we stick with people, with men, because we see potential, but potential isn't enough, okay? If he's not willing to change for himself, okay, and for you, because of the love that he has for himself and for you, then he's not going to. And
Totally agree. Totally agree with that.
and I feel like when we accept that behavior, that's when we settle. You know, when
Right.
we give up on ourselves and we say, forget it, we're just going to stick with this person because we love them. But love isn't enough.
And you
You
also
have
said,
to have self-love. You have to have self-respect, because once you allow a person to keep on treating you a certain kind of way, they get comfortable. And if you keep letting them come back to you, okay, they're going to keep disrespecting you, period.
That's real talk, man.
And that's because
Well,
they
Dave,
know
how
that
do
you're
you
not
help-
going to
well,
go anywhere.
I don't understand how to answer his question. Like, as a
Pull the
woman,
microphone
as a
up to you.
woman, how do you
try to change.
how do you help
How do you
him?
help him?
Yeah, what
That's-
you were saying. How do you
But
help
that's the
him?
thing.
From a male point of view.
Okay.
From,
Go ahead.
Yeah,
from
go
a male
ahead,
point of
Keenan.
view, I was an asshole. You know what I mean? From a male point of view, see, sometimes you get women that try to be your mama. And that's a big turn off.
And when you say mama, what does that mean?
From curfews to
Okay,
I don't like him, but that's your man and you knew him before you even met her.
dictated.
You know what I mean? Like,
Because you knew
sometimes
who you
gotta
was getting
relax.
with.
Sometimes you gotta let your man crash and burn.
Yeah.
If it's real,
He'll come back.
y'all kill me because y'all get the baby. Y'all get the baby, and then you wondering, you know, why he ain't changing? Well, shawty, you already got a kid. You should have thought about that before you got the goddamn kid.
And
You
then
said
they
you
have
snatching,
more children.
You already late. You already late to the goddamn picnic.
Right.
And then you want to kind of control him. It's too late. The nigga, he under pressure just like you are. He got to take care of the kid just like you do. He under stress. We don't handle shit like y'all. We microwave type of people. Y'all playing plot. So we ain't gonna be on the same page. But as a male, when you love somebody, you start to even take care of yourself because you know she looking at you. So I'm gonna take care of myself because I know she watching. And then when you notice that she watching, you got to be watching her to know that she watching you. So once you know that she watching you, and then you see her response of you when you sincerely trying in your heart, and you see the different reaction that she get, because women glow. Women glow, and it's amazing.
And that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
That's
let's
what
get
I'm
to the
saying.
point. You
That's
know,
what I'm saying.
Speaking on the male point of view.
Right. How you as a man can pull certain things out of a woman.
Right.
It's like why let a man self-destruct or not try to correct him? We don't know our power as women,
But you
men
can't
have
control it, though.
power as
It's
well.
definitely
You know what I'm
mutual.
saying?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
It's
but you
I can't,
control it,
as a
though. You can't be
woman,
mama.
because I'm a woman and giving and nurturing all these things, always be the one to save us. You as the man, the leader, when you gonna find yourself? Maybe I
Right.
need help. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Just because I'm well, maybe you got to take the step first. Maybe you got to lead different so I can support you differently.
Because y'all respond
Sometimes-
different.
It's
when y'all
just
got
too much.
kids.
It's too much responsibility sometimes. Men expect you to love them, lead them, fix them. You. And it's just like, well, them fixing you, leading you, helping you be the man that I want you to be, that you want to be, that I see you can be, is breaking.
That's how you
breaking
cipher
down.
out. That's how
And
you
it's-
cipher
yeah,
out the
I'm losing
lane.
it.
It's breaking
But you got the
me
wrong
down.
man
Yeah,
at
for the
that point,
boys.
though. You don't
Right.
have a
But
man.
that's
You got a boy.
You
got a
that you're
boy.
trying to raise to a man.
y'all on
though.
y'all second kid.
That's the problem. Yeah, and y'all on your
Y'all on
second
your
kid.
second kid.
Back to my
Bum, bum,
original
bum.
point.
You
that
fucked up.
You done already made these mistakes with this boy. I mean, you can try to do your live or whatever, but my shit wasn't cracking. I should have sent the bat signal, but
No sweat,
anyway,
no sweat.
But see, you fucked my train of thought.
We've already made the mistake.
Because I saw that screen go off.
Exactly. What I'm saying is that even if it's a man that is just in your life temporarily, my thing is when you see that he's not on the same page as you are and he's about that different life that's destructive to our community, you know, why do some women still support him and still,
What makes
be
you think
with
that
him?
all women support
I
him?
didn't
Just
say all.
because,
I didn't say all. I know it's not all. I
what
know
does
it's not all,
support?
no.
Like sticking with him, trying to help him, and he just doesn't change. That's not supporting his bad behavior. That's seeing his potential, and he just didn't live up to it.
But that's
And that's
spoken-
usually what happens.
But that's spoken from a woman that's actually doing the right thing. But there's too many women out here that don't care about the havoc he's wreaking out in our community by selling drugs, by being out drunk all the time, by threatening people and making people's lives miserable.
Well, I think that's
I'm
just youth.
saying.
I just think that's youth and a young woman who hasn't yet realized her potential. She can't help him
Right. But
if
we gotta
she is
understand
still not knowing.
We gotta understand what that shit leads to, though. That shit leads to 9 ultra lounge shootings. That shit leads to,
But you're talking
people-
about youth, though, Dave. Like a young woman can't help a young man be better if she's a young woman and don't know how to help yet.
This is true, yeah.
So
you
again,
right about
like,
that. Yeah, if they both grown,
I understand. I understand what you're
I feel
saying,
you
but
on that.
again, it's again, we women don't get no grace. How come you not helping? No. How come you not helping him? No, I'm 24 too. Shit, what you want me to what you want me to do?
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
point.
still a
That's a
young
good point,
woman
yeah.
who's excited about some of these things. I may have a little bit more sense, but she's young too. You just young.
Right, and
You
not only
just
that,
young
but,
and don't-
people ask them questions or whatever, but they don't see how you are helping him behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying?
By being his friend, and it's telling him he wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You may like
Because-
parts of him,
Because
but
you know what? Also, you have to also realize that that person that is not mature, okay, and that is not that is not in growth. Okay,
she may not be conveying.
No, I'm
it
talking about
correct.
the man.
I'm talking about the woman.
No, I'm saying no. The woman
we
can
develop
be
a
helping
little
him,
bit slower
right?
than y'all.
But see, once
sir.
you have, when you dealing with a person like that, okay, because for instance, my ex, okay, his family don't like me, okay, which I don't give a damn. But I'm saying this, okay, I tried to help that man as much as I could, okay. I did everything as far as like helping him with job applications, okay, doing the what's them
Resumes?
no,
temp
not the res
agencies?
no the assessment test or whatever,
Oh,
okay?
okay.
Yeah, all that, okay. I helped him with everything, okay? Like he was my other child.
Can I ask a question?
My thing is this, okay?
Can I ask you a question?
When you have a person,
Learn.
okay,
Do
one
you have
second.
kids?
He who him? Yeah, he got kids.
Outside of you two?
No, we don't have children together. We didn't have children together, okay? I had a miscarriage. But
I hear that. Just wondering, did
Thank
he
you.
have kids?
yeah, he had children besides me and him.
Children, plural.
Children, yeah.
Go ahead. It's gonna,
So,
let me see why I asked.
Okay. So it's like, okay, when you have a person that you're trying to help, okay, and they're going to their people or, you know what I'm saying, their friends or whatever, and they're feeding them something, some other information, whatever, that is not true about you. Okay? Those people are looking at you like, oh, well, why are you not helping him? Why are you not by his side? Why are you not, why is he not like this or whatever if you are doing all of this? You know what I'm saying? Why is he not maturing? Why is he not being responsible?
How was
You
it
know
when
what I'm
you
saying?
first met him? When you first met him, how was he? Was he a good guy? Was he?
He was a
you
good
saw him
guy.
with
He
his
was
kids,
persistent.
taking
He
care of
was,
his kids,
yeah, you know, he was
with no
attentive
horny
with his.
dog ass dude. Or
Well, you know,
horn dog?
he hid a lot of stuff. Okay, and I didn't find out things until, you know, we were in the relationship and then after. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I be wondering
But-
why y'all missed the red flags. Like,
Well, that's the thing, okay? It goes
mean,
back
the
to
game that good?
no,
Like,
it
these
goes
brothers
back
run game
to
that
no,
good?
it goes back to what she was talking about, us helping, okay? Us being there and us trying to love this person and seeing the potential. You know what I'm saying?
Being the exception.
and right.
well, we start out with lies.
Right, but
Y'all
see, when a
find out
person
later
is
after helping
lying,
us.
right,
That's-
and when
I
a
think that's
person is
slime
lying
ball
to you
shit.
or whatever, okay, and you're blinded by love, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Because you don't see everything when you're on the inside, okay, versus the people that are on the outside looking at y'all. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it don't
That's
even
a lot
have
of
to
things.
be about lies. It just going
Well,
back
it's
to
a lot
what
of things
they,
that it's a lot of things that are seen or that's going on or whatever, okay, that you don't know. You know what I'm saying about that person because you don't see what everybody else is seeing. You see what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on with that person because that person has this facade. You know what I'm saying? They have this. It's like a wolf in sheep's clothing.
But you
Smoking
still know
Right.
bad behavior when you
I mean,
see
you
it,
do,
though.
but
That's
you
what I'm
see the
saying,
potential
Dave.
of the
That's what I'm
person.
saying. I don't see the game.
But when you-
are we that good with our game?
Y'all are very manipulative.
But check it out though.
Men
check it
can
out
be
though.
very-
I don't know. You talking
manipulative.
about bad behavior and like a
Behavior is
person.
something you
As
can see,
far
though.
as not
Right.
not having a job
Are we
all the
talk-
time,
Yeah, like, I
not
don't-
trying to build a future, not trying to put some money back so that he can be prepared for a rainy day to where he's just living in the moment all the time and everything about him is just
unstable.
just what he can do in that moment, and he doesn't have anything you can fall back on basically.
Watch him with his
Right.
You know?
kids.
And I'm not saying
How
he
you
needs to
miss
have
these
something to fall
things?
back on you if y'all just dating or whatever because you don't know him. But let's keep it real. You know when a man is doing the right thing, and you know when a man is on some bullshit. You talk all about that woman's intuition and that we feel and know things or whatever. So you know when a nigga's on bullshit,
man.
and you know.
But listen,
man.
no.
Listen
You
to
do.
me. Listen to me though.
Okay.
But like I said, you
it to the
know
bridge.
when it's gonna be a work in progress. And my thing, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to bring out is that when you see that this brother is not taking them baby steps, he's not changing, he's not doing nothing but being him, why do y'all continue to stay with him? That's my thing.
Because
Why
you
do
know
y'all
what?
promote
Is it
that
the
bad
pipe?
behavior?
No.
Is it the
Listen,
pipe?
okay. No, listen.
Is it the pipe? Is it that good?
I mean, sometimes it is.
y'all got
you
so
know?
many devices y'all can
Yeah.
No,
have fun with
sometimes-
yourself. Is
No.
it that good?
No.
God
Listen,
damn.
sometimes it
Hey,
is.
I never thought about that, but you're right about that.
It is.
might
You
be
know
that.
what?
It might
Sometimes
be
it is,
that,
and
yeah.
we do.
Come on now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of us be digmatized. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been digmatized.
I've messed with a lot of assholes, never bums.
But listen, right. But listen.
Kinda like the way she
But listen. But see,
They were real classy.
All of them have jobs or money.
they have jobs and money, but you know what? At the same time, they're not respectful.
So the question
saying?
that
They're
you
not
asking,
loyal.
like, I'm used to. I've dealt with men in a different kind of not at their best potential, not in that
Right,
way.
right.
More of about character and loyalty and honesty and just ability to communicate effectively
Right.
and respect. Not so much as being independent. And I mean, that kind of comes along with it
Yeah,
as
that's a part
your
of it, though.
relationship matures, you develop an interest in long term and kind of get an idea with their mindset. But I can't really talk about from personal experience promoting that type of bad
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Those are the ones I'm
more
singling out.
dealt with like character.
I'm
and that
talking
comes
about-
with maturity,
right.
I think, with men.
And I'm talking about, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones that don't want shit, that ain't trying to do shit, that's just trying to stay high and drunk all fucking day and just trying to lay up under you when he get a chance. Those are the men I'm talking about. Why are we still creating a safe haven for those type of men? Because you got too many men out here that's doing the damn thing, that's raising their kids, that's trying to build a future for himself or for whoever he's with, you know. But what I'm saying is these knuckleheads that's out here doing these shooting, it's these knuckleheads that's out here hurting people, you know. Why are there women for those type of people that's behaving that way? That's all I'm saying.
You know what,
Okay,
I'm
but
saying, man, I think it's a category
sometimes
for
you know
everybody,
you can be with
you
a person
know.
or whatever, okay, and they can be living a double life. Okay, they can be they can
If that's what you
they
like,
can be-
that's what you, if you like a twerker or thought, that's what you like.
No, I'm
if you
okay.
like a
But I'm talking about
hardworking man,
men. You can have a man, okay, that is one way around you, okay,
And then go
but
out and
then
be a
go
whole
out
other
or
way.
whatever,
And your kids.
be
yeah.
a whole different way.
or you can
Okay,
have a
but I want to
hardworking
go
man.
back to what you was talking about, okay? When you was talking about how we settle for things, right? Okay. Now.
She said, y'all come on back in the room.
Yeah,
and
let's go
talk.
back to this, okay?
Talk to-
Now, hi Mia, hi Auntie. Okay. Now, what I was gonna say is, okay, when y'all mess up, okay, and then we, you know, punish y'all, yeah, forgive but punish y'all, whatever, okay, and then y'all act right for a couple of months, okay, y'all. What I mean by men can be manipulative. Men find different ways to be sneaky, okay? Do
Talking about a
things.
dog. I
No,
hate that
but-
word that you keep saying. You said men.
Okay, well,
that means
y'all
everybody.
dudes.
Like, you
I'ma
talking
say
about
dudes.
dogs.
I'ma say dudes.
Talk about dogs, not men.
Okay, dudes.
With all the respect, my sister.
Okay, well, doggy dudes.
There you
Okay.
go. Slum balls. Slum balls.
But I mean, men can be very manipulative, okay, and very sneaky. Okay,
humans do that.
okay, boys.
Humans do that. You gotta be
Dudes.
clear, sister.
Yeah.
Come
Okay,
on, we going on
dudes.
11 o'clock. We gotta be clear now.
Dudes are
11 o'clock.
are very sneaky. Okay, y'all say that we sneaky, but y'all are too. Y'all can be very manipulative, okay, and very deceiving.
Yeah, men,
Okay.
dogs can do that.
Y'all can cry on crocodile tears or whatever, and it took me years to actually realize that don't mean nothing.
Right.
Okay.
I just ain't never experienced it. I never had a woman
Well,
lie. I mean,
think.
because I married my.
Well, you married your woman. You've been with your woman for half of your most of your life.
Pretty much, yeah. We
Right,
It's all
so-
about a person's actions,
it's
though.
kinda hard
You can't judge a man off of his ability to show remorse and seek your forgiveness. At the end of the day, you always still have to judge him on his actions, what
Exactly.
he does afterwards, because we all can be manipulative and say, "Baby, I'm sorry, and I promise I won't do that shit again, and I'm gonna go out here and hustle and buy you a ring or some flowers or some shit or whatever." But that woman's intuition should kick in at some point
be
and
like,
say,
"Yo,
"Hey,
you
Yeah,
full of
and
shit.
say, hey,
dude-
you know,
'Cause the players
you're
probably
not,
need
you,
a place to stay.
you're just talking shit.
You probably just need a place
you're
to
not
stay. You
going
just
to.
an easy.
bullshit.
You dumb enough to let me keep doing it. Well, Shawty, that's what he gonna keep doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, Come on. Then
Well-
you gotta say, hey, nigga, let me kick these niggas out and stop worrying about this pipe and let me get myself together. Let me go back to school, get myself
Right.
together. Let me work the shit out this job and get myself together. Let me pay my car off. And then when a real man see you, be like, yo, I love her style. I like her energy that she's giving up. Then you will see. But at the same time, all of that, there ain't no good man around. Shawty, you chasing them. You chasing them. What kind of woman want to chase a? I don't know. I mean, I'm 32 years old, going on the 50. I don't know. I'm not about to have no woman chase me down and be. I seen your page today, or I see you at work. No. Let me do that. I do that. Don't chase me down. That's a turn off right there. If you do me like that, and I'm not even in it, I'm just putting my feet in those shoes. If you do me like that, I'm like, what can I get out of her? Cause she want me. So let me see what I can get out of her. So that's what type of people you're dealing with.
But let's not villainize women for
Who?
being
Me? No.
Not you.
But,
Okay.
no, but check it out.
deal with nobody.
Let's not villainize women for knowing what they want and pursuing the man that they want or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, because a lot of men nowadays, they dealing with all this feminine stuff and they in a different space right now. But we're going to talk about that next time, folks. You know, it's been a great podcast. We got a lot of information out there. Man, we vibe, we kicked it, we had fun. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Catch us on Facebook. Catch us on YouTube. Man, I thank everybody for coming through and kicking it with a brother. I hope we can do this shit again. But we in the Super Bowl. And, yeah, we in the Super Bowl. Turn up one time for the Chiefs. Next week, we about to win the goddamn Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yes, we in the house. We in the building. Like I said, BLE Studios. Hey, if anybody got any information they want to put out
Studios.
there. Okay.
For all who's watching, okay. You can like and subscribe.
Yes,
we'll
on YouTube.
Be here next week.
Of course.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, this is
So
a
we'll be back
regular
next
thing.
week. Okay.
Hey.
Y'all can catch me most definitely, you know what I mean? I'm always on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? I'm around. Let me slide that in there one time, man. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing but spread nothing but love and peace and harmony.
That's
you know
killer.
What I mean? Showing good image of a so-called black man. You know what I mean? So we
Exactly.
can better ourselves, bro. The more you know about yourself, man, the better you
Yes,
can
it
be
is, Rico.
to our people. So, you know what I mean? Catch me, King Killer, you know what I'm saying? Keenan Nailing on Facebook, man. I'll be around.
Hey, and that's a good spot to close it on. Hey, I thank everybody for watching and enjoying, and we'll be back next week, so stay tuned. We're going to get them live viewers up, man, and we're going to do the damn thing. So peace.
Peace.
Leave that there.